we doing? I hope we're all doing well. Okay, so I received some messages, I would have to say a couple weeks ago, and it was more about like there's stuff going on and you're going to it looked like it was like some heavy burdens that you were taking on, and you have been released from those burdens, and you were able to I want to say take a break, but it's not necessarily a break. It was like you have gone through, like you've gone past to the different level. You were able to achieve a higher being, like you were able to rise above, something like that. So, and there was another one too, something about living the dream. You know, when you see things that you don't necessarily understand, I try to wait it out and see what's going on before, because some things I have to look up or get more guidance on or something like that. So whatever is going on, I'm not sure if someone is in a relationship, someone's maybe open, like an open relationship, or if it's someone who is cheating in the relationship, something like that. But we have partnership that comes out in reverse. So this might be somebody who is not really in a relationship, maybe, or doesn't consider themselves in a partnership. I don't know, it's something like that. I'm not really sure. But you know, whatever this is, it's like you are getting rest though. And that was what we were talking about, that burden that you were taking on. It might have been too much for you, or but you are receiving rest, and you're able to give it to, I want to say, God, someone who is more capable of this burden than you are, possibly. Because I don't think it's your burden, but for some reason you are taking it on, but it's not yours, and so you no longer have it. And then there's mistrust, but it's in reverse. And I don't really read reversals, but you might have been just unsure about what's going on, and I think you're using faith in this, you know, as things are happening. It's like going more with the flow of things, you know, and not, you know, not jumping to conclusions. It's like trusting the process. And I think I'm way better at this than I've ever been in my life. I'm not probably the best, but trusting the process, letting things kind of just happen and seeing what happens, right? Believing that higher forces are at work in your life. You know, receiving the rest that you need. See what the cards have to say. Oh, I have grief. I'm not sure. You might be thinking about something that you don't have anymore, when you have something. It's like something that is totally, there's like maybe some, the Five of Cups usually symbolizes you're focused on things that you just lost, or you're focused on things that are no longer serving you anymore. So you're not seeing the capabilities or the opportunities that you have already. They're there. They're just sitting there. But you trust that whatever this was, whatever the cups that were empty, the Five of Cups usually has like, what, 3 empty cups? This is just the medical deck that I have, the Body Tarot. So they're more plain, but the Five of Cups is more of a, focusing on things that are no longer serving you, but you have things that are.
AI can now build a website in 90 seconds, while the only AI most people over 40 know is ChatGPT. Disappear for a month and do...
So it's really interesting what would happen. Yeah, luck and budget. Everything's going to work out for you with your budget. You are going to, miraculously make the money that you need to make, regardless of whatever circumstances happening. Like, there is a higher force in your life working things out in your favor, setting you up for extreme happiness. Yeah, because you are some kind of craft, which is interesting. Any more cards from this deck? I'm not saying that you're going to lose anything. Things might just be changing, and maybe you're getting a day taken away, or you're just from your stable, like from your stability, like maybe there's just a day being taken away, but then you were working on another craft here, and your momentum is starting to build up. You're starting to understand clearly what is going on. What is your path? What you are learning? You are experiencing, taking in as much as you can. Yeah, freedom. This may be freedom to be yourself, freedom to have things work for you, freedom to maybe financial freedom, the ability to do what you need to do, more freedom to any more on this freedom. Yeah, judgment. Maybe something has been put into the light and is now being looked at in a way that you don't necessarily, that it's out of your hands. Like, these people are now able to see what's going on and to make calls according to what is supposed to be. Although you have the steering wheel in your life possibly, but this right here, this might be someone else's circumstances that is no longer in your hands, possibly. Yeah, so some kind of renewal is going to be coming from this judgment. Whether it's your health, your finances, building success. Ooh. Hold bunch of cards fell out. Yeah, freshness, because this is maybe new. It's something fresh. Yeah. And this has poverty in the Tower. Some upheaval, like sudden change. Maybe you, like from rag to riches kind of energy. Like you are changing. Something sudden is going to happen. Sudden. Maybe you're going to get a big check. Finances are going to be looking good. Alright, any more cards from this deck? Yeah, boldness. You're going to experience, you know, it's something, this may be a bold move that you're doing, possibly, you know, taking a leap of faith, possibly. And if you already have that in motion, and then all of a sudden you're getting feedback that is like kind of not what you expected, the boldness is kind of just to go with the flow and see what happens. Don't stir the pot too much. Just know that, you know, everything works out for good. What I keep reminding myself of is everything works out for good. Yeah, love and transformation, the Death card. You know, what is happening here is something's being transformed, and usually transformation turns into something new, right? So I'm not saying that the love of your life is going to die, because that's not the case. It's just your love may be transforming into something that is more of what you need now. It's changing. Okay. Let's see what's going on. This is the Sacred Travelers deck. Right. Yeah, in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. You know, you're just kind of letting things just, you know, just going with the flow. Everything's going to just smoothly go the way it's supposed to go. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Yeah, because you're going to be doing things. I've been seeing passion a lot, like passion. You know, you're just kind of going with the flow of things, the passion. Yeah, uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Like you're going to be not only seeing what you're made of, you know, stepping up to this, but you're going to be opening yourself up to spiritual source. You know, you are now, and you're going to be expanding your horizons. So, don't fight what is being, you know, if someone wants to give you less, or, you know, your burden is large. You can stand the time that they're giving you, you know. Just enjoy what is being given, and in gratitude, you know, you know what you need to do. You know you're grateful for everything that you have. And of course you don't want to let go of certain things, you know, and that's fine. But it's just kind of like, you know, Pinocchio when he's in that big whale, and or Nemo, you know, and they're holding on. He's like, just let go. And letting go was able to go in and then come out the spout to get out to go to where they were supposed to go, right? Does that even make sense? I hope so. But just kind of just letting go to go with the flow, to let life kind of move you and align you right where you're supposed to be. You know, I think that's really the motion in the ocean right now. So if this has helped anybody, I am so grateful. And until the next time we see each other, we will talk then. Have a good day, guys. Bye.